I'm Reverend Brian Vieira, and I'd like to thank you for taking the time to visit our website. I want to introduce ScholarSkills to you, but also I'd like to introduce myself to you. I would be rude if I didn't tell you who I was and what my vision is for ScholarSkills. Well, first of all, what is ScholarSkills? ScholarSkills is a Christian academy and a learning center. So it is a school and an after school. The Christian Academy consists of grades 3 through 8, and the school serves all grade levels from grade kindergarten all the way through high school. Indeed, even college students come to us for test preparation and help in all subject areas. So with that in mind then, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. Once again, my name is Reverend Vieira, Brian Vieira, and I started ScholarSkills Learning Center about 14 years ago in the Flatbush area. I did this because I was a teacher in high school, two high schools, Lafayette High School and Wingate High School. And for 13 years, I taught students, and I was so discouraged after a while because they couldn't even correct the sentences I was giving them to correct. I realized that our kids didn't even know how to write a declaratory sentence, much less to correct it. And so I began ScholarSkills Learning Center to remediate those students, to give them a chance at excellence in reading comprehension and in writing. And then we added math to our program. That's what we still do. But 4 years after the Learning Center started, parents were so impressed by the work we did that they asked us to have a school so that their children could be in an environment of excellence all day long. I should say excellence and godliness, because at our school, the core of our school is a Christian atmosphere. We are Christians, and we believe that godliness and excellence should be wedded together, that students should be believers and achievers with godly hearts and brilliant minds. As a matter of fact, the whole motto for our school is that students can be believers and achievers. You'll forgive my handwriting there as I write across the board, but that's our concept. It's very important. The Bible says the reverence of the Lord, or the fear of the Lord, is the beginning of knowledge. And we want our students to grow up trusting and believing and loving God and loving the world He's created and learning all about that world. We want them to be faithful at home, obedient to their parents, loving to their neighbors, and glorifying to God in school by doing their very best. If you hear a little accent in my voice, it's no mistake. I was born in the West Indies, Guyana, which some consider to be just South America. But it was there that I learned the roots of excellence. I learned that there was no excuse for excellence. And I'm not saying that West Indies is the best school system. It's not right now. I'm not saying that. What I am saying was I grew up with a standard of excellence, and there were no excuses. There were only expectations that each and every student would do their best. Coming to America, I brought with me that standard, but I also brought God with me because God sought me and saved me when I was 9 years old. I do have a testimony. And I loved the Lord when I was 9. And from that point on, He put a passion in my heart for excellence. And then I went to school at PS 28 in Bedford-Stuyvesant, then to JHS 43, which was James J. Reynolds in Sheepshead Bay. Some of you may know it now as Bay Academy. And from there to Stuyvesant High School, and from Stuyvesant to one of the top colleges in the nation. Why do I tell you all this? Because God has commissioned me to come back to the city and to give my best to those kids who want a way out of the current public school system. This system of test preparation is not education. Whether it's charter or public, our kids have become statistics. And my job is to create an atmosphere of godliness and excellence where your children can prosper, receive a true education in all things, beyond test preparation, and they would know how to read with comprehension, write with clarity, and think mathematically, add, subtract, divide, multiply without a calculator. Our children need to be excellent, and the current system is not doing it. And I was rescued from this system by people who guided me along the way into the best pathways. And I want to provide those same pathways for your children. They deserve the best. They're made in God's image. Every child can achieve because every child is a reflection in some way of God's brilliance. They were made in His image. And our children have no excuse. They can be excellent. Excellence in all things. That's what we want. So where do we begin at ScholarSkills? We always begin with reading comprehension and math. Those are the fundamentals. And throughout the day, our students receive instruction in Latin, in Greek prefixes, in science, in history, the entire cornucopia or panorama of subjects, but all of it revolving around God's glory, so that they understand that all things come from the Lord, and they learn to reverence Him as they grow in excellence. If you're interested, not in our school, but in our learning center, we prepare students for the specialized high school exams, for the independent school exams, and all the tests that will get them the best chance to be the best that God has called them to be. If they're not doing well in school right now, we can help. We will give them an exam, show you where they are, and then begin the personalized process of bringing out the brilliance that God has placed in them. Brilliance begins with confidence, confidence in their ability to achieve. And that is a step-by-step process. And we take your kids in and we show them what they can do because of the mind that God has given to them. They can do anything if they put their minds to it. That's our belief. That's our conviction. And so we tutor students. This summer I'll be working with advanced reading and writing and grammar and vocabulary, because reading comprehension is everything. So if you're looking for the best for your children, if you're looking for a godly environment where teachers really care and where God is promoted and excellence is taught in all things, stop by, give me a call, and let's see if we can be of assistance to you and your family. This will be our goal. It's what I seek more than anything else, to bring out the best in your children.